everybody, welcome to another video review by CigarFellas.com. My name is Moose. I'm going to be doing your video review today. And today, I'm actually going to go old school. And the reason I say old school is because last week when I was talking to JD and I showed him this cigar, he said old school. So, this one's for you. This is the LVH early years. This is like the 2006 release, so it's not the original, first release. I think those were blue label, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe they were green. I can't recall if they were blue or green, but this is actually the red label, so it is the 2006. This is the Zero Hora, which is the, I guess it's 5x60. So, I've been sitting on this thing for a while. It got given to me by another brother, and man, this thing is just gnarly. I mean, I love it. It's so veiny. I mean, but it's so well constructed at the same time. It's got, I don't know. I can't tell if that's just from, the cutting itself, but all in all, I mean, this thing just looks and smells amazing. The cap, you can tell it's definitely been around for a little bit. It's almost like it leaks a little bit on the side, which, that's not uncommon when you've, the cigar's been around since '06. I mean, that's, 7 years. So, I mean, you're talking about something that, has been around for a little bit. But the cap is well constructed like the rest of the cigar. I'm really excited. There's just not a lot of these reviews out there on this thing. Sometimes when I've never had something, I just like to kind of see what other people thought about it when they reviewed it when it was originally released, so that I can compare it with what it's like now. Obviously, 7 years later, it's a little bit different. I am going to cut this with my Cigar guillotine, and the reason is because I don't have a big enough punch to actually, punch a big enough hole where I feel like I'm not restricting it. The draw is phenomenal. I mean, it's definitely, right on the money. Nice, McDonald's straw draw. Let's see here. I guess I'll use my tabletop, the beast. But I'm just going to toast up this foot a little bit here. Kind of give it the respect that's due. This thing's been around for a long time, so we'll take a little bit of time toasting this. I know my flame on this thing's huge, but I kind of like it like that. I feel like it just gets the job done. Gets the job done the way it needs to be done, right? So, let's see here. Some of you guys may be saying, dang, what are you doing to that thing, man? Shoot, I'm lighting it. Trying to weld with it. Holy Moses and the wow factor. That is a lot of nice. Just that initial blast was kind of wild there. Very nice. Very nice peppery notes. I mean, the way that I would expect a cigar of this age to have, especially in the first light. I know a lot of people are, listen, everybody's got an opinion. Some people will say I'm getting a lot of that peppery because of the way I lit it. Some people say I'm getting it for another reason. I'm just telling you what I'm experiencing. Definitely that first initial hit with the retrohale there. I'm definitely getting earth tones. No doubt about that. And that pepper. That real big pepper bomb. Almost like a brand new Liga number 9. I mean, that kind of pepper, that strong pepper. The retrohale is incredibly amazing. Very good cigar. Very smooth. I give a lot of that to the age of the cigar. I'm sure that that's where it all comes from. And definitely a long-lasting after effect. I mean, this cigar is definitely cooking in my mouth. I mean, I can still taste the tobacco and you know, those earthy notes and that spice. You know, the spice is definitely hanging out right there on my palate. But let me go ahead and get about a third of the way through this LVH early years, and we'll come back with more. Hey everybody, welcome back. So here we are. I'm just a little over a third of the way through, or maybe a third of the way through this LVH early years. And I mean, as you can see, it's got a great burn. That is just a razor sharp burn. I'm so impressed with the burn on this thing. And even more so than that, I'm actually pretty impressed with the flavors that I'm getting from this. It's not your typical Drew Estate cigar, in my opinion. It's very tobacco-y. It's definitely more of like that dry earth tones. Like my mouth is a little, you know, you get that kind of dry mouth. And you know, the spices on the retrohale. Now the spices for me are very mild, very mellow. This is an older cigar. I mean, this thing's been around for a little bit. You know, some of you guys may have been watching my tat review the other day. I just seem to be on a kick where I'm kind of smoking some of my older stuff. And you know, with age, a lot of those powerful components that we normally experience with these cigars, you know, really start to mellow out. And I'm certain that that's what happened to this. I can imagine when this thing was brand new that, you know, it was probably just all in all just very peppery. But you know, like I said, it's like a sweet tobacco with that dry kind of earth, you know, like you got a little bit of dirt in your mouth, and then at the same time, you know, you're getting that light spice in the retrohale. What an amazing cigar. This thing is so good. I'm really kind of bummed out. It's the only one that I have. You know, and like I said, I can't say enough about the burn. The burn is just spectacular as far as, you know, a cigar that's as veiny as this is. It's not really riding the veins or anything like that, so it's kind of nice. You know, nice dark, you know, ash on the top, nice salt and pepper on the sides. Just a great all-in-all stick. So let me go ahead and get through a little bit more of this. I'm going to probably smoke down to the point where I actually have to take the band off. And we'll come back with some final thoughts on this LVH early years. Hey everybody, welcome back. So here we are. We're about at the end of this LVH early years here, and you know, I was trying to imagine. You know, I was really inspired recently by what JD had said during the. I actually posted the video. You guys can actually go out to my YouTube channel and see the video that I shot of Jonathan Drew at a local event that we had. And I was really inspired by the things that he said about the way that he treats his employees and you know, and all that. And I was trying to imagine, like, you know, here's these guys that are out in these tobacco fields, and they're gathering the leaves and things, and man, this is like the cigar that I could picture, you know, one of these workers with, you know, sticking out the side of his mouth and you know, puffing on all day. I really do. And it was kind of interesting because I found myself just kind of daydreaming a little bit, like what it would be like to be down there and in that beautiful environment and that landscape, and to actually you know, get a feel for you know, exactly what it's like, you know, to be down there and you know, and to be able to smoke, you know, a cigar down there, and I just look at this and I say to myself, man, how awesome of an experience. I just kind of lose myself, really. I really do. Like I'm still, like, my mind is going so strongly. Sorry about that, I'm back. But really, I'm so, like, lost in the actual art of, like, the making of the cigar and things like that. And this really just took me there. And I want to thank Drew Estate for for actually lending me, you know, that thought, because I'm not sure that any other cigar would give me that. This cigar is definitely very tobacco. You know, I mean, there is no doubt you are smoking tobacco when you have this in your mouth. The earth tones and the spices and that just that strong sense of tobacco. You know, I chewed tobacco for many years, and I chewed a lot of wintergreen stuff and things like that. But on occasion, when you get the natural tobacco flavor of the straight, you know, that's that flavor that I get, and it's just really intriguing to me. You know, such a great cigar, you know, can be, you know, as cheap as it is. And you know, and by no means, I mean, I know a lot of people are out there going, you know, it's a really cheap cigar, and yeah, they are, but to take this to that level of where it came from and what it represented and things like that, that's kind of what I'm really excited mostly about for the cigar. So, you know, I just want to say that, you know, is it my favorite, you know, my favorite Drew Estate product? No, I mean, it's really not. But was the experience of smoking this one of the greatest experiences? Absolutely, man. What an incredible, you know, thought that I had just thinking about everything that's taken place recently and then smoking this cigar. So, you know, definitely check these out if you can get a hold of one. I know they're still around. You can still find them. People still got them. As a matter of fact, I think they even still make them. But with that being said, listen, you can always check out our video reviews at www.cigarfellas.com. Don't forget to check out our forum. It's actually not our forum, but we are kind of partnered with this forum, www.stogiefriends.com. And of course, don't ever forget about our men and women serving overseas. You definitely have to check out, you know, Cigars for Warriors. That's www.cigarsforwarriors.net. To our men and women serving overseas, please hurry home safe. You know, we definitely, you know, pray for you guys all the time. We wish you guys a speedy return home and all the safety in the world. And until next time, I'm Moose. You guys have a good one.